The living room, where the family meets to discuss issues, any issue which may be bothering one of the family members. That's what we do each and every Tuesday on WACK 90.1 FM with Ricardo Mitchell and DJ Aaron868. We have casual conversations on serious topics, from sports to culture, mental health to economics, relationships to life lessons. Join us each and every Tuesday on WACK 90.1 FM. The living room, casual conversations on serious topics.
It is now 6 p.m. here in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I'm glad to know you're locked on to the true nation station WACK 90.1 FM, where we are
culture crazy.
First and foremost, let's kick this off as we always do. Must give thanks and praises to the Almighty for granting us the gift of life and seeing another day. No matter what time of day it is, you must always
give thanks.
Secondly, we must say thank you to those that went before us, and we are not just talking about our ancestors, the original inhabitants of Trinidad and Tobago, because we all know, accept, reiterate, and say it with big chest that Columbus lied. But also to our brother in music, Tony P, where the P this week stands for
Pineapple, Aaron, pineapple.
Yeah, because he had to cut the pineapples upon the ham.
You know what? We'll take that. What I was actually talking about was I'm gonna be hitting all this pineapple sessions now. Thing will be rough around the edges, but it could be sweet inside.
Brother man, right now it had nothing sweet inside that going on, yes?
Okay, so you're jumping straight in then.
Oh no, I was just saying there's nothing sweet inside going on. If before we go any further, we must take this opportunity to welcome you to another edition, the right before Christmas edition of the living room.
So the pre-Christmas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the edition of the living room when you're cleaning for Christmas and all the cushions for the 3-piece living room set on one chair.
That's right.
Because you're trying to make sure and get that furniture polished in. Or if you have the new set, you're making sure and you get the fabric cleaned and stuff like that. All right. So for those of you who still are doing Christmas cleaning, commiserations.
Right.
Right. I still have some cleaning to do, I think. Nothing too major, I hope. But I think I still have a little thing left to do.
I guess I can find out when I reach home.
Right here now. Well, this is the living room of the True Nation Station, WACK 90.1 FM. I am yours truly, Aaron868. I remind you each and every time that culture is my code, and I sit here alongside my burger with no fro, a lot of flow, always on the go and in the know.
Ricardo Mitchell, the 10 City Sage.
And is the right now. First and foremost, there's a lot going on, which we'll probably talk about later in the program, but we want to keep it light to start off. But you know, my version of keep it light is keep it heavy.
Maybe I rub off when you know the wrong ways.
Yeah. And why I say my version of light is keep it heavy, because it's a light topic, but it's something that really weighs down on me a lot. And it is my support of West Indies cricket. I think we have really reached a point. Firstly, we have to accept that West Indies cricket is not what it was when it was in the 1970s and the early 1980s, when we would have been on top of the world. Or even let's go as closer back to 2016, when the West Indies would have won, I think it was the second T20 title back then. West Indies has not been a formidable force in world cricket for some time. In my counting of a generation, which is 10 years, West Indies has not been a formidable force in world cricket for the past 10 years.
Right.
But I think what I would have witnessed in New Zealand, it has me a little more perturbed than usual. If you have been a regular listener to the living room, or if not, you could go back on the living room playlist on DJ Aaron868 on YouTube, you could go and hear me say and I hear him not just say, give great commendation to the bowling coach, which is Ravi Rampal.
Yeah.
Because there are times when the West Indies has taken 20 wickets, which is a formidable feat in a test match. And Ricardo, as a towel West Indies fan, would know how formidable a feat that is.
Not even towel again. I'm single-ply tissue.
Wow. That cheap budget tissue in the grocery now.
Listen, I want to get too graphic, but let me put it this way. I can't hold no more tears for West Indies, man.
All right. Now, I have commended the bowling coach. The likes of now injured Shamar Joseph, Anderson Phillip, Jaden Seals, and the recently recalled Kemar Roach has done a phenomenal job with that bowling unit. Where more times than not, we are able to capture the 20 wickets, or if not 20, very close to or contain the opposing team. But my word, do we need a batting coach? Or even do we need a head coach?
New Zealand didn't declare with a 575 for 8 or something.
Yeah.
So it's a trash pitch? Or
and as you think that this pitch in this third and final test match was fit for bat, it was ripe for batting, and we were going excellently at the end of the fourth day at 55 without loss, I think it is, and then into the fifth and final day we were at 72 without loss. That was when I was leaving Shogunas on Sunday night. And by the time I reached Saparia, they were 99 for 5.
Your walkout?
I drove at the speed limit.
It was
also the Sunday before Christmas, so it had traffic.
Yeah, so it had time, but not enough time for that to happen. Yeah. So them fellas decided to chase on the last day or something?
I don't even know what they tried to do. The only batsman I would give some sort of leeway to would be Shai Hope, because I know he was battling food poisoning, I think it was.
Anyway,
but I don't know. I don't know about the rest of them fellas. I don't know what poisoned the mentality in batting. I don't know what poisoned the team mentality, but something needs to happen, because as much as I understand the ebb and the flow of success and failure in sport, there must be a level of consistency in performance that is demanded. We can't just demand it from the bowling unit and the batting unit continues to consistently fail us. That's like if you're going to the gym and you're doing all the good weights, all the good exercise, but your diet is trash. You're not going to see results.
I'm feeling attacked here. I
Me
feel
too.
attacked. I feel like it's should have there for me. I feel like it should have there for me.
I threw that there for me too. But I had to drive it home with something that we all would understand. We need to come to terms with the fact that we have to demand consistent performances from our players. Be it the West Indies cricket team, Trinidad and Tobago football, or the sports team that you support.
Let me ask you a question.
No.
Do you think in the 70s and 80s they refer to them as players, or they refer to them as cricketers?
Or sportsmen?
I'm not even going into sportsmen. I have an angle coming out here. They refer to them...
Cricketers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. A cricketer, right, isn't someone who just plays cricket. It is someone whose career is cricket. Someone whose trade is in cricket. If you're a welder, you does weld. Right? If he's a plumber, he does plumb. If he's a cricketer, he does cricket.
Whoa, that just sounded weird.
I just saying, plumb actually come from a Latin word meaning lead, as the people who was responsible for dealing with the pipes. So you could see, right? Yeah, that's why a plumb line is actually the line where at the end of it have a piece of lead to make sure it. Anyway, so what's going on is that there's a difference between a cricketer and somebody who plays cricket. So when we talk about our players, you have to understand what it is. the question I would ask you, Aaron, and kudos to the gentlemen who were discussing the state of our cricket in the wholesale drink supply place on Monday. Aaron, where is our development? Where's our under 12? Where's our under 13 or under 17? Where are you seeing that happening?
And this is my thing. I think it was in 2016 the West Indies would have won 3 titles that year. 3. I distinctly remember Curtly Ambrose celebrating by holding up the 3 fingers after the men's final.
He fingers on them big, so that must be about here. Them 3, they look like 3.
Yeah. A proper 3.
A capital 3.
Yeah, capital 3, not my
not our common 3.
Not my nursery development plan 3. Anyway, I'll talk about that after. But we won 3 titles back in 2016. The men's T20 World Cup, the women's T20 World Cup, and the under-19 World Cup. That was 2016. So what I would have thought after that is you would have seen players from the under-19 team eventually breaking through into the senior setup. I think Shimron Hetmeyer would have been one of those players. If my failing cricketing memory is correct.
I'm listening.
And we just up at the under-19 level here.
All right.
How many people from that under-19 level eventually succeed to make it to the senior team?
Right.
If we're talking development here, I think under-19 would be the last part of the development. Right? How many of them make it to the senior team? And let's take a step back. As you rightfully said, Ricardo, where's the under 12, under 13? I think there's an under 15 team now. But again, where I want to go even further back, where's the under 9s? Right. That lovely jersey you have on there, as much as I despise the team, has one of the best youth academies in the entirety of Europe.
La Masia.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, he has on a Barcelona jersey. Apparently, he likes that team.
I have a lot of the jerseys.
So that he's just cycled them. You mightn't like the team, but he's just wear it.
No, I mean, I used to love the team, and now, to be honest with you, Aaron, I care so little for sport. It is astonishing, You see, and let me put it this way. It's time to get a little serious here, right? We have maybe one more episode before the end of the year if we have that, right? Aaron, it's hard for me to sit down here and talk about the ebbs and flows of West Indies cricket when, based on our current leadership, it's looking like they want us to actually submit a Trinidad and Tobago cricket test team going forward.
Brother man, here now. Is there a direct link between active involvement in CARICOM and support for our West Indies Cricket Board?
I don't know. But what I juxtaposing these things because, as I read in the papers the other day, it's looking like we're signing up for Trexit. Right?
For what?
Trexit. Remember when Britain leaves?
Trexit.
Yeah.
I just wanted to spell it out for those who may not have understood.
Right. Because when Britain left the EU, they call it Brexit.
Brexit, yeah.
Right? The British exit. We're looking like we're trying to pull off our Trini exit. And at a time when we see the erosion of so many institutions that give us some form of communal voice, some form of global recognition as a voting bloc, or even as a region, we are deliberately ostracizing ourselves from community. And it putting us in some very precarious positions, such that the $1 billion that we get from trading at CARICOM had to be presented to our population as a fact by another sitting head of government. Right? Because we have trainees out here balling what CARICOM about do for we.
And was US 1.1 to quote a Senator Bubba Billion.
Right. So
I just wanted to make sure and stress US. because it's not TT 1.1.
Yeah.
It is US 1.1, which translates to roughly 7 billion TTD. Proceed.
You know how many local businesses employ people and their trading partners are up the islands?
Ricardo, engage me for a moment here. You would have traveled earlier this year.
I would have.
Did you visit the grocery
in
that island?
I did.
Did you see a plethora of Trinidadian snack options in that grocery?
Myriad Trinidad brands. Myriad.
And this is my thing. I have visited within the past, let's say 18 months, 4 Caribbean islands, all of which I was able to get one of my favorite snacks, which is a pack of nacho cheese tortilla chips.
Thank God that you have evolved from your Kiss Cake Chronicles, because there's a man that really like a kiss cake.
Nah, really like a kiss cake with the pink icing. But I was able to procure my favorite snack and nacho cheese tortilla chips, regardless of the island I would have visited.
Mm-hmm.
And I continue to say Trinidad is the manufacturing hub of the Caribbean. Right? We manufacture and we sell to others.
Mm-hmm.
As the old people say, don't cut off your nose to spite your face.
All right, now we cooking.
So let me maintain positive trade relations with the other members of CARICOM. And you know why too? You know why I'm saying that? Because we need trade. And it is a net positive trade, meaning that we export more than we import. Net positive trade.
Something else about that upsets me, Mr. Williams. Something that upsets me about this, man, is that our products, right, have tax benefits. There are tax benefits. We have products being sold on the islands that, because they are imported and there are tax benefits, they are cheaper up the islands than they are in Trinidad and Tobago. So these trading partners leaving money on the table, doing business with us. And we out here, right? We head up with 36, balling, well, what CARICOM does do for.
You see, what continues to, as you say, you see the ill and the misinformed in Trinidad and Tobago. That is what continues to bother me, because information is readily available to all of us.
Let me explain why that upsets me further, sir.
Oh, wow.
Because we actually have public Wi-Fi in a number of locations in Trinidad and Tobago. And kudos, let me give a clap in here. Let me give Jack the jacket. San Fernando Teaching Hospital now have Wi-Fi.
Serious?
Yeah. Right? So don't feel that things not happening. Right? But we do reserve the right to complain about what is not going well, even as we acknowledge things that we're impressed by. Right? So you could sit down in the however long you had to wait and Google some things. You don't have to just click share and parrot the nonsense that you're being fed because you have internet. It has internet. If it's one thing Trinidad and Tobago have, is internet. Right? Look, oh gosh, all here. Come on, man. We have people, we all know somebody who working somewhere else in CARICOM. Whether they're going Guyana and they're working. Right? Whether they're on some construction project in the Bahamas or the working in Aruba or they're going Curacao. We at least we should all know somebody who working somewhere else in the region. Somebody who going to school in Barbados, going to school in Jamaica, Where you feel University of West Indies have multiple branches because seed fall from the sky and die where they grow? Or was there a deliberate effort, right, to create an educational institution across the region?
No.
I cannot believe big hardback people who get degrees from UE, the University of not Trinidad and Tobago, but of the West Indies. Some of whom went to other islands to get this degree and this education, coming out here now and balling Wakari coming. Listen, if it wasn't for the fact that Kenny and Caption probably listening to hear what the audio quality is like, the type of things I would have anyway, you know what, people would have screenshot and complain if I lose my cool here. So I'm trying to stay calm. It's Christmas. I'm trying to be chill. But we too bright to be this dotish.
You're playing smart with stupidness.
I even feel we playing it again, brother man. We have embodied the role. You know them method actors and them fellas, Val Kilmer and Christian Bale and them fellas who just play something for the entirety of the recording. They don't come out of character. We not coming out of this dotishness at all.
Heath Ledger.
Right? I think Robert Downey Jr. is our next one of them. Right? Anyway,
what else? Kind of hard to picture him being Dr. Doom now.
Well, we go find out because you know what, we might find out because the way thing playing, Aaron, none of us know what next week gonna look like in this country.
Next week, brother man, none of us know what tomorrow holds. Or as a matter of fact, none of us know what 7 o'clock when Mr. Desmond go and come on with the big band holds.
Yeah, for real.
And I think what continues to amuse me is the fact that what got you there is what you are vehemently against now. So social media commentary is what would have gotten a lot of persons tuned in to what was taking place in our country. And now the same social media commentary is what is being lambasted as inaccurate.
Brother man, let me ask you, look, you know what? I'm putting on my Captain Kaka whole hat right now.
Whoa. It is now just about 6:20 something. The kids are still listening. So rephrase that.
I will edit it out.
No, you can leave it, but rephrase it.
Let me put on my my headwear of hostility.
Thank you.
Imagine social media platforms being a tool that facilitated the current state, and it is still the only tool, well, not the only, but it is still the primary tool for the release of information to the public.
That's inaccurate. I don't believe it.
When last have you seen a release from the office of the Prime Minister?
What is that? I've seen a release of the office of the former Prime Minister.
So anyway.
No, genuinely, Andrew, I think we would have addressed this in a prior issue as well. That since May 2025, if I am correct, May the 30th, 2025, that would have been the last release on the official Office of the Prime Minister page.
Right. You know what? Office of the Prime Minister have a website?
OPM, I don't think so. But you know what website it have now that not functioning properly? Just now, travel.gov.tt. It will be launched soon by the government of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. After an article was put out that we going digital with our departure and arrival forms. It was put out big and bold on Sunday night, but yet still the website is not functional. I will let you know if it is up and functioning next week, because I think I'm scheduled to be out of the country this weekend. But
you ain't sure?
I didn't see a ticket in my email yet.
All right, let me tell Trinidad and Tobago what I got when I Googled Office of the Prime Minister at Trinidad and Tobago. I had the option of clicking onto opm.gov.tt, which I did. And you know what it said? National Awards 2025. Discover more. Categories of national awards. And then it went on to give you some links as to
submission dates and all these different things. So essentially, it has not been updated in a while.
And at the bottom of this site page, they say site is currently being updated. Right? The Office of the Prime Minister site is currently being updated. National awards would have been when in Iran?
Republic Day, I think.
Okay. So we could safely say it's months now that the site has not been updated.
You can say 3 months as of tomorrow.
I say for just saying months. Right?
Actually, no, this would have been before that because the closing date for the recipient of nominees would have been the 15th of January. So 15th of July, I stand corrected. So that means that this site would have last been updated somewhere in July or late June to update this information.
Prior to closing off of nomination then?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, just see where you're going here.
Right. But then you're coming out now and you're talking about people listening to social media this and social media that. That's not the bed we make? Anyway, I apologize for my earlier headway of hostility comment.
Why are you apologizing? And this is the thing.
I don't want to get CC in our email here. That will go.
Oh no, that'll go directly to you. That's not coming to me at all. I will be CC.
Wow. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played. I like you, I like you. You're learning the ropes.
No, but really and truly, guys, what I think needs to take place is, one, we need to demand some sort of presence as a population. And
I mean, like Santa?
No, PRESENCE.
Like the Holy Spirit. Because when you say presence from who?
From our leadership. And not presence in terms of, as Ricardo said, gifts like what a lot of the different MPs would have been giving out over this weekend in their constituencies. I'm talking about presence in terms of answering the actual questions which are on the lips of the nation.
Mr. Williams, speaking of presence, and this is PRESENTS, you hear anything about food cards for this Christmas?
No.
No, we heard nothing about food card distribution.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
And I have so much more I could say again, but I will sound so out of touch if I make some of these comments. And these comments for me are based on the fact that I sat and I watched the 5 days of the Standing Finance Committee. So if there were no line items put forward for a lot of these things, how do we as a population expect them to be funded? And it continues to irk me that this information is there on the Parliament channel, which is on YouTube. Take a moment away from watching Netflix. Take a moment away from watching Hulu or binge watching that series. Go and watch the matters and affairs of our country so that you can be informed, not from different sources, but from your own source.
I want to take this opportunity to put on a professional voice and thank the listeners of WACK 90.1 FM who have stayed with us through this presentation of The Living Room. Because let me talk plain, the numbers do dip at 6 p.m. and go back up at 7 because some people just not in the mood for the talk. And I could respect it.
Your light.
I could respect it. I could understand that. That might not be what you sign up for. But to those who stay, I applaud you. I salute you. I commend you. I respect you because you do recognize that whether you are one who is in your senior stages or one who is in your developmental stages, you recognize that the conversations we having do matter in some degree to what is happening to you. There are people, Aaron, is years we telling people about this about the collapse of the potential collapse of the national insurance. Is years we talking to people about the removal of subsidies. Is years we talking about things. Years we calling certain shots inside here just because at the end of the day we could kiki and gip, you know, right? But we also want to flesh out some of the conversations a little bit. So I want to commend those of you who stay on. I want to commend those of you who tolerate the talk, because I need you to understand, and I'm saying this with all the affection, it matters that you know these things. So when you're presented with information that is contrary to the truth, you could say to yourself, nah, them fellas was talking about that the other day and it is so. So you wouldn't sit down in a taxi and parrot nonsense, or you wouldn't stand up in a line while you're waiting to cash out something and parrot nonsense. You will have heard that, nah, them fellas just study the thing and they talk a different talk. This way you just agree and you just commend the listeners for staying on.
Oh yes, thank you all for staying on. Thank you very much for that, Ricardo, because I was going even harder there. What? Huh?
Yeah, go for it. Do your thing. Don't let me stop you.
And the thing is, we are able to talk about these things is because we pay attention to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect you to pay attention to the things that we pay attention to.
Fair.
But pay attention to the things that matter.
At least some of them.
If not all, at least some. Half of the most if you could.
Half of the most, which is the space between the most.
Yeah, let's try to understand, right?
Moving on. Mm-hmm.
But, and the reason why I say that is pay attention, because there are many things that are being passed in our country right under our noses, and we don't even know about a lot of it. Because why I watching that? Why I listening to that? My co-workers repeatedly tell me, why you sit down listening to that? Or why are you listening to what being said there? Because I want to hear it for myself.
Right.
Because context matters.
Does.
So when a speech was made last week, Friday, which should have been made on a national platform, but was made at an office Christmas party, mm-hmm. and broadcasted through a social media bloggers online platform.
Right.
I sat on Saturday morning while getting breakfast and watched it. Because I wanted to hear for myself in verbatim what was said. Not no source could tell me what was said. Mm-hmm. I wanted to hear for myself so that when I could come and speak about it and say, what madness is that? I know what was said. We like to talk about the fact that this is an information age. The information is available to us all. Use that availability of information for the good. Now, I'm not saying all you need to study is news and current events and current affairs.
Nobody is saying that.
As much as I love to look at my current affairs and things, you know what I also love to look at? My sports news. My sports podcasts. You know what I love to look at? Entertainment podcasts. Big up Corey Shepard.
Big up Corey Shepard. He putting in that work a while now.
He putting in the work. You know what I also love to look at? Series on Netflix. I can't wait for Christmas night at 9 o'clock to watch Stranger Things.
I was going to be a little offensive. I was going to ask you, if you don't have a mirror, why you need to put on Netflix to watch Stranger Things. But I'm not going to do that here in the spirit of Christmas.
But you just did.
No. I told you what I was not going to do. There's a difference.
Can you rub enough on you?
There's a difference.
But the thing is, guys, if you take a little out of your day to pay attention to all the different things that you like, you will be a little more informed than you were the day before.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People just ask me how I could talk so much about West Indies cricket. I may not be able to watch all the games, but you know what is watch? The highlights. Well, narrative for West Indies is the lowlights.
Oh, come on. Hey, as we say highlight, I wanna just highlight something very quickly. Where is this gentleman's information go? Where is DDT? Daniel. Yes, Daniel Descent Thomas.
Yes, I saw
Thompson. Yeah,
Thompson.
Daniel Descent Thompson. Sorry about that, brother.
Not my family, yeah.
Yeah, he's ranked 68 in the World Taekwondo rankings.
68 is it?
68
Top
in the
100.
world.
Top 100. Better than Trinidad football.
Right? And this is not national teams. We're talking about individuals. You know how many people practice Taekwondo across the world?
No, I don't.
I'm sure it's more than 100.
I don't follow Taekwondo. It's just like how Jake Paul should not be following boxing.
Yay. Well, he looks
Sorry. That's a real low blow. Sorry. Literally a low blow. Like what Jake collect.
I am a fool in here. You know, I Googling here to find out how many people practice Taekwondo, right? And I put in how many people practice TWD. There's a problem because it's TKD if you was going to shorten Taekwondo. But I put in TWD and then I put the Walking Dead, you know. The zombie series.
Oh my. Right? You know, funny enough, I have never watched an episode of that show.
Are you nuts, man? Listen to Walking Dead. I watched The Walking Dead. I watched the spin-offs. Well, most of the spin-offs. I will probably watch them all over. Even maybe not the bad ones, but yeah. I like that zombie thing. And that zombie thing have remember post-apocalyptic survival. You know why it's important? Because as somebody decisions people make that put people in positions. We don't know what survival mindset we might need.
If there's one thing I know for sure that I have learned in all my movie watching, if there's a ever end of the world natural disaster, I know how to survive. Because prior to July, that is all I used to watch.
Right. Hey, so you know the things then. You use a survivalist, use one of them fellas, you have a bunker underneath. I know you do some renovations and things, you know, you build a bunker.
No, I did not. I wasn't thinking that this was on the bingo card for 2024.
Do you understand?
Speaking of bingo.
You just before we go into the bingo, I just want to clarify the point I was researching before I end up in Taekwondo. In the Walking Dead. An AI review here, right, said that an estimated 70 to 80 million people worldwide practice Taekwondo, making it one of the most popular martial arts globally, enjoyed in over 200 countries and recognized as an official Olympic sport. And our Trini, Daniel Descent Thompson, is number 68. Number 68. Anyway, there you go. Maybe congratulations, my brother. Let's continue to support his fundraising efforts with the GoFundMe. And Aaron, as you were moving on to bingo.
Yes. On Saturday, I would have attended a bingo at the Gulfview Community Center put on by a friend of the living room. Oh gosh, I forgot her name. Yeah, I forgot her name, but the organization is Royalty Far Night.
Yeah.
Right? With that being said, for those that know me, know that the Wi-Fi and I are avid supporters of bingo. We hit at least one bingo per month.
Serious?
Yeah. And all I'll say is winners win. Let's just leave it like that.
So, will clean up again?
No, we didn't clean up this time. But we did win, as usual. With that being said, guys, if you're supporting a charity initiative, there is no need to bad talk the charity group. And remember that charity initiatives are based on donations. So they give what they get.
Yes, Ramona. Yeah. They give
what they get.
Mm-hmm.
So when you pay your money to go to the event, whatever event it may be, understand that you are paying the money to support the initiative and not to get a certain prize in return.
Right.
If you want to go a bingo to get good prizes or prizes that you may like, go to the bingos that are for-profit bingos. Don't go to a charity bingo and expect.
You have astonished me.
How so?
I'm a fairly practical guy. I have lowered my bar of expectations such that nothing surprises me.
Right.
Absolutely nothing surprises. I anticipate nothing.
Right.
But I've never heard of for-profit bingos. I've never heard that sentence in my life. So when you telling me it have people out there who business is bingo? They just do bingos and come out of it counting the stacks?
Brother man, let's not discuss that on air, please. But when I say, let's go. Let's just leave that there. For-profit bingos.
Hey, you know what? Next week, well, at least our next conversation, either to end or start the year as the timing might go, we're definitely going to talk about some innovative ways to make money in 2026. You, sir, have done the near impossible. I am blown away. I am whelmed. I am fully whelmed.
Now, but really and truly, guys, if you go to a charity initiative, you need to understand that is what it is.
Hey, and when you buy them barbecue, there's medical fundraisers and them kind of thing, and them curry queue and thing, which is, for back to school supplies and thing. Let me be real, people. This is adjust your expectations as opposed to a business that selling food day to day.
Correct.
Right, let me come now, man. The people are declare profit. So finance, whatever. Come on.
You're not going to get a whole breast and wing.
You might get a whole quarter. And it's only interesting that you'll call it a whole quarter, because a whole fraction, I mean, that's oxymoron.
Come on.
But that's what makes us beautiful.
Come on. And that's the thing. Even as a nation, despite all that we are going through, all the problems that we perceive to exist or actually exist.
Right.
Because let's face it, there are problems that I perceive as problems, but Ricardo don't think is problems.
That was one of the most philosophically sound things you said. I like this I like this version. 5 stars.
According to somebody, all of a sudden I get philosophical. Right? But really and truly, guys, my problems may not be your problems. But we have to understand and accept that they are problems.
The perceived problems are the art. Well done, sir. I feel like I'm gonna drop a little 2-minute reel on that and big you up for it. But go on.
Make sure and give credit, because what continues to alarm me is statements that are being made by our head of state via X, formerly known as Twitter, have now been reposted and supported by other members within the US Congress. And I'm just going to paraphrase the last line. From Republican Carlos A. Jimenez, and his Twitter handle is @RepCarlos. His last line is, "Let me be clear, Maduro's days are numbered." This is after reposting our Prime Minister's tweet.
Please send me a screenshot that I might present it within the episode.
Not a problem. I will do that.
Thank you very much, good sir. Thank you very much.
And that was posted on the 21st of December at 9:16 p.m.
Right. So, interesting times are ahead.
Correct is right.
Now, for those of you who listen to the Friday Night Lime, Aaron's most recent shift prior to being on the living room here, I joined. I completely stormed the line, right? And I was in the hot seat for a minute, and we ran through some 2025 soca parang, some offerings.
Quattro man.
Right?
Sorry.
I took the opportunity to play some gospel parang and them kind of thing too, because here I telling all, I have no clue how Trinidad and Tobago is going to navigate this next season absent divine intervention. And we laughed when our former commissioner of police spoke about the need to pray. But
we laugh when our CEO, at any instance of anything going wrong, comes down with the song, Father, help your children. It does sound that melodic when he does it, but yeah.
Let me stop all here. I want to tell her something. I want to tell her something. I probably should not talk about this. I probably should. We have some mics. We have some mics in the studio, in the black room. We have some mics that we used the other day. And we decided to test the quality of these mics. Let me say it in big.
Kenny sound like he could sing?
Do not underestimate what's the word I'm looking for here, boy? It's not a fortitude, no? What's that nice word for power? The resonance. Kenny Phillips has an amazing voice. The man's voice is, if they had to do a 10 Commandments 2, like a sequel or something, if they had to do a Conan the Barbarian and they needed somebody to do over James Earl Jones' part of Tulsa Doom, they could get Kenny. Kenny's voice
Are you petitioning for a bonus?
No, sir. Wait, it had that? Them thing has passed? Or just get them thing?
No, I don't think so. But I just asked.
I any wrong WhatsApp group or what? But
I didn't any.
Listen. This man say, hey, them mic and them singing real good. And I put on the headphones, and when he started to talk, all my jersey started to tremble, you know. The man voice have power. In terms of melody, maybe not so much. But Kenny Phillips, sir, you are going to make me very deliberate about vocal training in 2026. Because I want to find out what my voice could do.
Was Kenny Phillips deliberate with vocal training?
I don't know. But he's been doing this long enough that if he just developed that over the years, I mightn't have the years to develop that now. I want to learn how to do it in a shorter space of time.
So yeah, he really had the years on us.
yeah. But all jokes aside, my jersey vibrate, you know. I thought like a big truck pass playing music, you know. You know, your clothes tremble when them carnival truck and thing passing.
Yeah, I experienced that on Sunday when my MP was passing doing our Christmas toy drive. Right. With four big trucks.
Yeah. There was a session down Princeton too. Yeah.
Probably in the last 10 years, probably the third time I've seen my MP. Big up Brian London with his song Call Them Out when last year's here MP.
You know, the probably wrap up the program and play that, you know. Actually, no. There's not time for that.
No.
Let's not.
Actually, I would like to wrap up tonight's program with a shameless plug.
Let's go for it.
Right?
Plug shamelessly.
Of course, and you all know how much I don't like to plug my projects. Right? I have been doing mixes for a very long time. Kenny has spoken about the Calypso mixes, so if you are into the Calypso and you want to hear a mix, you can head across the WACK page and search Calypso and Callaloo and Calypso. Right? Callaloo and Calypso, it's on WACK page. But if you are looking for soca parang to put you in the mood or to keep your company while you're cleaning, doing them last minute cleaning, or for the line for Christmas Day with you and your family, or if even you are by yourself and you just want some music to keep you company, you can head across to YouTube or SoundCloud or Apple Podcasts and search Sorrel and, not the word and, but the ampersand. So Sorrel and Soca Parang. Right? And you can check out that mix. I don't know the numbers at now. I think Ricardo probably went and searched it to see the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's over 66,000.
Oh, wow.
66,000 in 10, and by the time this airs, 11 days. So I'm pretty certain it's probably going to hit the 70 by tomorrow. So.
And I didn't expect, knowing me, I don't expect anything. My expectation when it comes to my projects is very low.
Mm-hmm.
I probably expected like 1,000 people to listen to this. But last week, Wednesday, I think it is, I went to a store that I usually go to in Gasperlo. I probably visit that store 3 times per week.
Subway?
On Wednesday. No, not Subway. I went into the store to get some gift bags.
Mm-hmm.
And when I walked into the store, Myron B, my Christmas wish was playing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, hey, at least they're playing some Soca Parang, boy. And by the time I walked 10 steps into the store, I heard Aaron868 cult is my code. And I was like, but am I mix? And then there were people in the store singing along and dancing and stuff like that. And instead of just buying the 3 gift bags, I think I ended up buying gift bags and other things too. Right?
Oh, so you're putting my routine in a gift bag then?
But man, when you get your thing for Christmas, just be very happy.
So I gained something for Christmas then. All you see,
yes.
You see how it does pick mouth. That's how it does pick mouth. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Right? But to everybody who would have listened thus far, I want to say thank you all so much, because I really didn't expect anybody to listen. Because there are Christmas mixes out there that have been there for years and have been played over and over. But to know that my mix is now part of the Christmas playlist, I am thankful.
Yeah, I think you should thank each and every person who listened.
Wow, that you had to do 5 episodes for that. But specifically, because of how analytics are, and not the numbers guy that I am, if it's, let's say, 65,000, I would like to personally thank the almost 10,000 people. My number's correct? 10,000, right? Yeah, the almost 10,000 people who would have listened to the entirety of the mix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I would like to thank those people. Not the people who would have just clicked like, hey, Aaron post a mix, I'm just think. Now, the set who listen to the entire thing. And for those who dub it off of YouTube, don't take out my name tags. Like the man I hear over the weekend.
Way better. Way good.
Yeah.
I tell you, the whole year I calling him on Millions Williams. And all he was doubting, man. What, Aaron, when that thing hit 1 million views, dog? When it hit 1 million views? Yeah. Yeah, I want my commission.
It's a shame it's not monetized. Hey, with that being said, guys, we are getting perilously close to the hour 7 p.m. here in Trinidad and Tobago. Mr. Desmond, I think, is in the building for the big band.
Uncle Dezo.
He'll just call it Uncle Ricardo. Guys, it is the Christmas season. Christmas season. Christmas is upon us.
It's upon us.
Right? There's just about a day and more. Remember the reason for the season. Please, I don't want to say I beg you. I ask that you remember the reason for the season. Go to church, whichever church it may be, to celebrate the reason for the season. If you don't want to go to church, say a prayer. prayer is important. I'm just wrap this up quick. I don't know how long.
We on the
Church is important because church brings community. And community is important. Just as we started talking about a Caribbean community, your church and prayer community is equally as important. Right? With that being said, this is yours truly, Aaron868. I remind you each and every time that culture is my code. And I also remind you that love is a currency. So spend some today. Let somebody know you love them, guys. Ricardo?
Well, this is Ricardo Mitchell, the 10 City Sage. And I want you all to understand what this 10 cities is about. Right? To the man who had much was expected, and to he who had little and did nothing with it, even that was taken away. Right? I'll go get into that a little further at another point in time. I just want to tell all of that. My plan is at the end of the day to earn my 10 cities. I'm going to give you guys the best that I've got, and what I don't have, I'll find. Right? So in terms of wrapping up the year, thank you guys for everything that you've done and you've been. Thank you for tuning in time and time again to the living room. Thank you for stopping us when you see us and saying, hey, I see you doing that thing. Hey, I just listen to the program. Even to those who will fly into the country and, meet us and say that they were watching us before they get to meet us. What I'm saying is I appreciate each and every one of you. All you're going from saying Aaron or your partner to calling me by my name. And that's a big deal. That's a big deal for me, right? For the love in the shout box, for the people who watching us grow, and for the people who going to be amazed by the things that we're going to do. God bless you. God richly bless you and keep you. May your families be fed. May your roof be airtight. Right? May your ground be dry when rain start falling. All I saying is whatever trouble coming, let it pass you straight. God bless you. Thanks for tuning into the living room. Right? Remember guys, the hourglass is opaque. We don't know how much time remains. But whatever you're doing, be good and stay safe. Mr. Desmond is up next with the big bag.
Keep it locked.